can you see us? It's me, Christina, the kind witch, and I'm here with my black cat, David, who's also my very best friend. And we were just having our morning cup of hot brew, and David was reminding me about this amazing adventure that one of our dear friends, who's also a kind witch, and her cat had not too long ago. What was it, about 100 years ago or so, David? Anyway, their adventure was so epic that they actually wrote a book about it. And David thought, well, with Halloween being so close, that maybe you guys would like me to read you that book. So if you would like, I'd gladly read it for you. David, why don't you help me go find the book? Thank you. Well, maybe I'll just use my magic instead. There we go. So please sit back, relax on your bed of nails or wherever you feel most comfortable, and enjoy the story. Room on the Broom by Julia Donaldson. Illustrations by Axel Scheffler. The witch had a cat in a hat that was black, and long ginger hair in a braid down her back. And how the cat purred, and how the witch grinned as they sat on their broomstick and flew through the wind. Oh, but how the witch wailed, and how the cat spat when the wind blew so wildly it blew off the hat. Down, cried the witch, and they flew to the ground. They searched for the hat, but no hat could be found. Then out of the bushes, on thundering paws, there bounded a dog with a hat in his jaws. He dropped it politely and eagerly said, as the witch pulled the hat firmly down on her head, "I am a dog as keen as can be. Is there room on a broom for a dog like me?" "Oh, yes!" cried the witch, and the dog clambered on. The witch tapped the broomstick, and whoosh, they were gone. Over the fields and the forest they flew. The dog wagged his tail, and the stormy wind blew. The witch laughed out loud as she held on to her hat, but away blew the bow from her braid just like that. "Down!" cried the witch, and they flew to the ground. They searched for the bow, but no bow could be found. Then out of a tree, with an ear-splitting shriek, there flapped a green bird with a bow in her beak. She dropped it politely and bent her head low, then said as the witch tied the braid in a bow, "I am a bird as green as can be. Is there room on a broom for a bird like me?" "Oh, yes!" cried the witch. So the bird fluttered on. The witch tapped the broomstick, and whoosh, they were gone. Over the reeds and the rivers they flew. The bird shrieked with glee, and the stormy wind blew. They shot through the sky to the back and beyond. The witch clutched her bow, but let go of her wand. "Down!" cried the witch, and they flew to the ground. They searched for the wand, but the wand could not be found. Then all of a sudden, from out of the pond, leaped a dripping wet frog with a dripping wet wand. He dropped it politely, then said with a croak, as the witch dried the wand on a fold of her cloak, "I am a frog, as clean as can be. Is there room on the broom for a frog like me?" "Oh, yes!" cried the witch. So the frog bounded on. The witch tapped the broomstick, and whoosh, they were gone. Over the moors and the mountains they flew. The frog jumped, or joy, and the broom snapped in two. Oh, Down fell the cat and the dog and the frog. Down they went tumbling into a bog. Oh, the witch's half-broomstick flew into a cloud. The witch heard a roar that was very loud. I am a dragon, as mean as can be, and which with French fries tastes delicious to me. No! Cried the witch, flying higher and higher. The dragon flew after her, breathing out fire. Oh, help! Cried the witch, flying down to the ground. She looked all around, but no help could be found. The dragon drew near with a glint in his eyes and said, just this once, I'll have witch without fries. But just as he planned to begin on his feast, from out of a ditch rose a horrible beast. It was tall, dark and sticky, and feathered and furred. It had 4 frightful heads. It had wings like a bird. Oh, and its terrible voice, when it started to speak, was a yowl and a growl and a croak and a shriek. It dripped and it squelched as it strode from the ditch, and it said to the dragon, "Buzz off, that's my witch." The dragon drew back. He started to shake. "Oh, I'm sorry," he sputtered. "I made a mistake. It's nice to have met you, but now I must fly." And he spread out his wings and was off through the sky. Then down flew the bird, and down jumped the frog. Down climbed the cat, and "Phew," said the dog. And "Thank you, oh, thank you," the grateful witch cried. "Without you, I'd be in that dragon's inside." Then she filled up her cauldron and said with a grin, "Find something, everyone! Throw something in!" So the frog found a lily, and the cat found a comb. The bird found a twig, and the dog found a bone. They threw them all in, and the witch stirred them well, and while she was stirring, she muttered a spell. Iggity, ziggity, zaggity, zoom! Then out rose a truly magnificent broom, with seats for the witch and the cat and the dog, a nest for the bird, and a pool for the frog. "Yes!" cried the witch, and they all clambered on. The witch tapped the broomstick, and whoosh, they were gone. Why, David and I really hope that you enjoyed the story. I think probably my favorite part was when the witch was in a pretty tough situation and she thought she was all alone, but really her friends were right there beside her to help her out. And I think that's something that kind of we all go through sometimes, some tough situations, and we might feel kind of alone, but if we stop and we look around and we think about it for a minute, there's actually lots of people that are right there beside us to help us through. Now hopefully your friends that are there to help you aren't covered in bog slime like the witch's friends were, but anyway, it's one of our favorite stories about one of our favorite friends, and we were so happy to be able to share it with you. But I don't know if you guys heard David whispering in my ear or not when I was reading the story to you, but he came up with an amazing idea. He wants to surprise both you and me by putting together these boxes. And he said in the boxes there's going to be 4 different envelopes that we get to open up together, and there'll be surprises inside with things to do kind of leading up to Halloween, and the things will all be about the book that we just read. Now, keep in mind that David is putting these boxes together and he only has paws, right? So no thumbs. So he can only put together so many boxes. So that is a limited amount. But even if you don't want a box or there isn't any boxes left when you get there, don't worry about it. I know David well enough. We're going to have a great time no matter what. So I hope you guys will be able to join us. All right. Thanks so much. We'll see you soon.